Alright folks, welcome back. Let's talk about rentals. Obviously it feels bad when there's a Joker, you really want to take it, you really like this Joker, but because it's a rental, you feel you can't afford the drawback. For me, that's a feature, not a bug. I actually really like the rental mechanic is strong enough. It actually does have an influence over these decisions, these shopping decisions. I think it's a worthy challenge for the top level of difficulty, the gold stake. As a point of comparison, when the game first released, the launch version of the gold stake was different. It was -1 hand size instead. And -1 hand size, you know from experience, okay, that's going to make the game more difficult. Maybe that's fine for, we said, the top level of difficulty, the gold stake, but -1 hand size made the game more difficult in a very specific way, a specific way that was unhealthy for the diversity of the game. What I mean by that is, already with -1 discard, we've said -1 discard makes it more difficult to draw these higher ranking hands. You can still probably get straights most of the time, as long as you're not trying to draw more than one straight per round. If we introduce -1 hand size on top of the -1 discard, now nearly impossible to get any straights any of the time. You can get flushes some of the time, but within the context of 24 rounds, eventually there's going to be that one round where you don't draw any flushes and you just lose on the spot. So whenever any kind of strategy game comes out, there's always going to be those people who complain, oh, there's too much randomness, there's way too much luck and not enough skill. And those same people, if they would just play the game, if they would just learn the game, they would start to realize how much skill is actually possible, skill that you can use to overcome these kind of adverse conditions. But in the case of -1 hand size on top of -1 discard, it really was just a lottery whether or not you would draw the cards that you're looking for. No matter how skillful you are or how diligent you are about your deck construction, you just wouldn't draw the cards that you were looking for. And so the solution to this was, okay, just play high card. Not even pairs, just high card. Play the hand that doesn't care what's in your hand, doesn't care what's in your deck, doesn't care about hand size, doesn't care about discards. And the way that you would do this is you would have to find specific jokers that enable you to get away with just playing high card. You want to find a joker that gives you a scaling source of plus mult. You want to find a joker that gives you chips. And if you didn't get these jokers, then again you would lose because you wouldn't be able to play these higher ranking hands and all of this randomness around whether or not you find the right jokers. But when you did, you would just stick with that joker forever, right? So something to keep in mind here is you get to see 60 to 70 jokers in a run, and you only have 5 joker slots. Once those 5 joker slots get filled up, and they get filled up pretty fast, then you're pretty much locked in. Except for maybe most uncommons and most rares are going to be better than most commons most of the time, right? So when you find whatever kind of uncommon or whatever kind of rare, then you just take it. Most of the time you just take it. And so what I really like about the rental mechanic and also the perishable mechanic is it makes these joker decisions more nuanced. And so instead of these uncommons that you always take, instead of these rares that you always take, now there's a little bit of hesitation about whether or not you should, if it's a rental, if it's a perishable. And so the question for today is, under what conditions are rentals worth it? So like most of the time we say, okay, I can't afford that rental, I can't afford this one, I can't afford that one. And it's just a blank in the shop. And I think that's good, I think that's healthy for the game, that it takes you longer to fill up your joker slots, it takes it longer for you to lock in your build. But rentals are not all bad. Like sometimes you get these random benefits where you can buy a joker. Because it's a rental, you can buy it for just $1 and then you can use it for a little while and then you can throw it away. Rentals kind of like perishables like that, right? Or for some rentals, it might be a strong enough joker that it's just worth it. It's just worth it to take the rental. So that's what the question is. The question is, what rentals are strong enough to be worth it? Proposition. How about trading card? I really like trading card. I think trading card is one of the strongest jokers in the game. Obviously, it doesn't immediately output points, but what it does do, it actually has two benefits, right? So one, it generates money, and I think already that generating $3 per round is pretty worth it. That's pretty good. But then on top of that, it allows you to remove cards from your deck. And when you have less cards in your deck, then each change you make to your deck is more impactful. And so with less cards in your deck, every Arcana pack does more. Every Arcana pack matters more. Every standard pack matters more. You have one blue seal can do the work of two blue seals if you have few enough cards that you draw the same blue seal every time instead of only part of the time. So let's do that. We have this is a gold stake run that we started on the abandoned deck. Abandoned deck already starting at 40 cards. I'm going to take the rental trading card. I know it's a foil too, but it's a rental trading card, and we're going to see, can we survive with the round one rental, keeping the rental all the way through to the end. Now, is there anything else that I want to purchase here? We could consider a buffoon pack here. We could consider taking the strength card. Strength you can use to make a full house, or you can use to make a 4 of a kind. In an emergency, if you don't have any points, you can use strength to get a 4 of a kind, and that helps you survive one round, get one round for free basically. I think because this is a foil, I think we don't need to purchase anything here. Also, we are playing on the abandoned deck, and so in the next round here, 450, you can get 2 hands more easily with the abandoned deck than you could versus, let's say, the yellow deck. But yeah, I'm going to lean on the fact that this is foil and this gives me chips and this gives me points. That's another benefit here of the rental. Normally foils are a little bit more expensive, but because it's a rental, we just buy it for $1 regardless. So I don't think I need anything else right now. I don't need this buffoon pack. Let's just go next. Okay, we have the straight here. The straight, if I add 50 chips, that should be, 50%-ish more points. We should be able to get 450. Let's delete a card. I think I'm going to snap off a 3 here. I think in general my plan is going to be remove the low cards, keep the high-ish cards, and build straights, so maybe 10 through 6s. If we are going to get to the point of having fewer cards in the deck, then that makes it very consistent that we can get straights, or potentially we can pivot to something stronger later, maybe 4 of a kind, maybe flush houses. I really like to do on the abandoned deck, flush houses. Either way, snap off the 3, ship it with the straight. Okay, the boss here says previously played cards going to be debuffed. That's fine. If I am going to play straights, maybe the thing that we want to do is we want to pick up the Spaceman here. 1 in 4 chance to be upgraded. Probably my plan is every round we play just 1 straight. So on average, this is going to get me 1 upgrade every 4 rounds. 4 rounds for 1 upgrade. That's probably worth the $5. That's worth at least as much as a Celestial pack. The question is this worth a Joker slot? Is this worth potentially interest and then also compound interest right now? I think that's fine. We'll take the Spaceman. We also don't have to play straights. We could just spam pairs and then use the Spaceman to level up our pairs. I think I want the Magician here. I'm going to take the lucky cards for more money. And here's the thing again I was saying about when you have less cards in your deck, you're going to draw your lucky cards more often. And so, adding 2 lucky cards to a 50 card deck is way less impact than adding 2 lucky cards to a 30 card deck. You're going to draw them twice as often. I think I'm going to pass on the Celestial pack. I think we can win the next round without it. We could open a standard pack looking for seals. They are going to have, again, more impact because we have less cards in our deck. Blue seal would be great. Gold seal would be totally fine. Purple seals would be, purple seals not normally very good on the gold stake where you have the -1 discard, and maybe even less good when you have Trading card takes up one of our discards every round, but maybe if we have few enough cards, then the purple seals actually could be worth it. I think I don't want to gamble here. I think we'll just save our money for interest and go next. Okay, I can snap off a 2 here. Now, if I did want to go for a straight, I can maybe try to draw a 9, or we can try to draw a 5, 9 or a 5. Okay, we do get the 9. And I do have the Magician here, so why don't we go 9 and 8, we'll make some lucky cards. And then play the straight. We do get the upgrade from the Spaceman. Nice. So currently, you know, obviously normally the trading card gives you money. The rental is negating the amount of money that we get. So one way to think about this is, okay, if the trading card didn't give you money, if the trading card all it did was remove cards from your deck, would it be worth it? And I think the answer is for sure, yeah. Okay, we can take another Magician here. We could open some booster packs. I think scoring wise, 1,000 points we should be fine with the straight. And maybe with the Magician we can get the plus mult. So yeah, I think we're fine scoring wise. So let's just go next. Okay, we can snap off an ace here. And once again, we can discard looking for either a 5 or a 9. We get the 5. Okay, in that case, what cards do I want to make lucky? The boss here is going to debuff my spades. We already have a lucky 8 and a lucky 9. So maybe we go 6 and 5 or 8 and 6. Let's go 8 and 6. My spades are debuffed, right? Okay, yeah, 8 and 6 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ship it. Nice. Okay, we could take the dagger here as a source of scaling plus mult. I will say, if I am playing straights, probably this is not the kind of thing that I need. But in most runs, this would be something that I would take. I would take the dagger. And, you know, maybe play pairs. I'm going to decline the dagger this time. Not because I don't think it's strong and worth it. It's just because I don't think I need it. Let's go next. Okay, we can snap off another ace here. So I'm just removing the aces and also the low cards so that we can build the high-ish straights. We have 9, 8, 7, 6, looking for either a 5 or a 10. How about 10, 9, 8, 7, 6? Ship it. Level 3 straights plus a little bit of help from the foil. That's going to be plenty here. Now we've got 27 bucks. So we could try these Arcana packs. We could take an Onyx Agate. For the next round here, I think the straight is not enough. Unless we get the upgrade from Zeno, which the Spaceman we probably shouldn't try to rely on. We can play one straight for 1,600 points, and we can play maybe two pair, a straight and then 2 pair or something like that. Or we can take the Onyx Agate for clubs. Let's try the Arcana pack first. This is a $5 Arcana pack. Looking for a Hermit or a Hung Man. Okay, we get a Hermit for 20 bucks. That actually makes our decisions a lot easier because now we can afford the clearance sale, which before maybe I wouldn't have purchased. Now we can also take the Arcana pack. Okay, do we want to make a gold card? If we do, what card do we want to be gold? How about a gold 10? trying to build around the high straights. We can take the Onyx Agate for $5 without affecting our interest. Let's go next. Okay, let's snap off another ace. And then we have a straight in hand. I can discard looking for more lucky cards. We draw the gold card, so let's go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. And with the help of the Onyx Agate, this should be a winning hand. Now level 4 straights. Nice. Now we're in the market for more seals. Or any seals. Gold seal. Blue seal. We can open a Spectral pack looking for a blue seal. No blue seal. Options. We could go Deja Vu. We could put the red seal on one of our lucky cards. I think that's worse than just putting a gold seal. So let's go gold seal 8. Sorry, what's the boss here? Hearts are debuffed. Okay, maybe not gold seal 8. How about a gold seal 6? It's clubs for the agate, though agate is perishable, so we're not necessarily bound to that forever. Also, we have, we're leveling up the straights here. We can take the telescope. We don't have to take the telescope right now because there's no celestial packs. Let's take a standard pack, looking for seals. Seals like a gold seal. Gold seal jack is probably fine. We could play the jack high straight. All right, let's go next. Do I want to reroll? If I reroll, I go down to 29. Let's just go next. Okay, so snap off a 2. Try to draw a 6, right? Try to draw the 6 for the inside straight draw. We could throw away the 5. And then if we do get the 6, try to go for a 6 and a 10. I would say if the thing that you're trying to do is draw the straight, I think you throw away the 5. I think this gives us a better chance of drawing what we're looking for. So keeping the 5, I think this gives us the better chance of drawing the straight right now on this one discard, but I'm planning on using more than just the one discard. If I throw away the 5, I have a less chance of getting the straight right away, but we can still get the straight after using a couple hands as a couple extra discards, because I might want to dig for the gold seals. I might want to dig for the gold card. So let's do that. Well, maybe we just get the straight. Okay, so something I want to point out. If I do, like, let's say I throw away 5 cards. 5 cards times 3 hands with 1 hand left over. If I throw away 15 cards, I get to draw 15 cards. And I get to see everything except for 7 cards in my deck. And then if I remove 1 more card from my deck, I get to see everything except for 6 cards, and then everything except for 5 cards. And so this is the way that I personally think about the card removal from the deck, is not in terms of, trying to maximize, what's the chance of me drawing the thing that I'm looking for, but I want to minimize what are the chances of me not drawing the thing that I'm looking for. What are the chances of me not drawing a straight or not drawing my gold card? And what I want to do is reduce the number of cards that I don't get to see. You get to see 30 cards. You get to see 35 cards every round. And the cards that you don't see, you want to reduce that number so that you get to see every card every time. And if you see every card every time, you can plan around that. We'll get there. Anyway, that's why I rank the Hangman so highly. Same with the trading card. Okay, we don't take Misprint as a rental. It's a rental common, okay? So, it's not strong enough to justify the rental cost. We can open these standard packs. Do we want a purple jack? It's a gold card also, and it's a purple seal, so we take those. Do we want a gold seal queen? I think gold seal queen we don't do. So we can use the queen if we draw the jack, but we're not guaranteed to draw the jack. Actually, the purple seal jack we probably discard. So I think I'm gonna pass here, purple on the gold seal queen, but the gold seal jack is totally fine. We can reroll once. Maybe before we reroll, we can take the misprint here, and then that way there won't be a misprint in the shop. We can use judgment here. That's useful. Okay, so I don't want the misprint because I don't want to pay the rental fee. Let's go next. 3, 4, 5, 6. Almost a straight, looking for either a 2 or a 7, but with my trading card, I kind of want to remove the 3. So maybe we do that. Maybe we start with removing the 3. Okay, we draw the 7. So we have the 10 high straight. We can discard the pair. We could dig for a gold seal. I think this is fine. We'll just play this straight. We'll use the brainstorm to copy the spaceman. And then this boss, hearts debuffed. Okay. Okay. Now we're cooking. So, rental JJ. I believe there exists a scenario in which rental JJ is worth it. I'm not convinced that this is the correct scenario, but you know, it exists. That is a possibility. We definitely take the telescope so that we can get the Saturn card here from the Celestial pack. Have we played high card yet at all? Nope, just straights, even though we have only one discard because we're using a discard for the trading card. Nice. Part of that is, of course, we're playing on the abandoned deck. In the abandoned deck, you get a head start. That is the power of the abandoned deck, having 12 less cards in the deck. Let's try a Buffoon pack. Eternal Madness, Eternal Green Joker. I'm going to pass on both of these Eternals. I think I'm going to pass on JJ. We already have the Onyx Agate. For plus mult, we can reroll once, takes us down to 29. I'm going to save my money. I don't think I want to go down to 29. Let's just go next. And we can reroll in the next shop. We can buy a voucher in the next shop. Here we can snap off a 4. Okay, now throw away the 5. We're looking for a 7. Has to be a 7. Okay. So one more time looking for a 7. We can play 10, Jack, 9, 8, 7. Ship it. Okay, so that straight didn't win, but we have a second straight here. Nice. No upgrades from the spaceman. Bummer. Okay. So we learned some things. What we learned is 9,000 points is going to take me 2 hands, going to take me 2 straights. Even with the Celestial pack here, Saturn, I think it's still, maybe we can get up to 8,000 points, but we can't get up to 9,000 points, maybe. Get the reroll surplus here. We hit with the lucky cards, so we have a lot of money in the bank. I don't think we take Eternal Rebate if we're already using one of our discards for the trading card. Could take Strength here, Strength so that I can turn my probably 5s turn into 6s to help me make my straights. Or maybe we can just hold on to it for an emergency. Let's go Buffoon pack. Okay, We can choose extra interest. This is $5. $5 per round. Or we can take the extra hand size. Because we're playing straights, I like having the extra hand size to assist. That'll make it easier for us to get 2 straights. We have money, we can do a little re-rolling. Maybe we take misprint to replace the perishable. That seems reasonable. Get another Saturn card. Do we want a gelato? I think I already have high enough level straights to where the chips don't matter from the gelato. Do I want to do a $5 reroll? I'll do a $5 reroll, but I'm not going to do a $6 reroll so we can save some money for rerolling in the next shop. I'm going to say no to the 6 cents. It is another way that we can remove cards from our deck, but 6s specifically, maybe I don't want to remove 6s. Or we could do the greedy thing. Swap out the juggler for the 6 cents. It is tempting. Go next. Okay, we can snap off a 3 here. We do need 2 straights to win. Keep that in mind. I think I use the strength on the 5 and the 4 here. Do I discard the jack? Let's go 5 and 4 strength. And then 6 cents on the 6. We get a blue seal. Okay. I'm listening. This straight wins if we hit the plus 20. Let's discard the purple seal. Temperance for $9? Sure. Okay, what do we want to make blue seal? Probably... I don't know whether or not this wins. What's the boss situation here? Boss is playing on 1 hand type? Okay, that's fine. Let's do blue seal 9. Play this straight, and then if this straight doesn't win, then I still have another 9 and 10 here. Oh yeah. We are firmly in the kitchen. We get the hung man. We got a nice amount of money. We don't need foil or holographic. We have level 8 straights already. I can go Arcana pack with the hung man right now. Yeah, let's look for a fool. Nope, but we get an emperor. So 3 and 4 we hang him, and then choosing emperor looking for another hung man. That works. We can take a hermit. We can look for a replacement for this misprint. We could take the flower pot. Not as a perishable, not as a rental. Could take the Hierophant for some bonus chips. I don't think it's going to be necessary. I could just hold on to it so that it doesn't show up in the shop. Let's just keep rolling here. Cola. Okay, I'm interested. Let's start here. Misprint out, Cola in. We can take a Justice card to make a glass card. And then any glass straight will definitely get 13,000. Since I have 2 tarot cards that I already kind of want, do we want to re-roll here? Maybe. Troubadour for the extra hand size. We take those. Okie dokie. So, what cards do we want to remove? Pretty sure we hang the 5s. we can play the 6. This is our gold seal. We would lose the gold seal, but potentially we could get some other kind of spectral card. I'm fine with that. We get Wraith. I don't want Wraith. I don't want to lose all my money. I want to snap off this ace though. Nice. I can take the $3 or I can get a tarot card. Let's get a tarot card. Let's sell the Wraith. So what was the last tarot card that I used? The Hung Man? Okay, well, what do I want to make into glass? Probably a glass 5, because then we can smash. So let's discard the Jack first. Because I'm going to make a glass card, the straight should win. So I'm going to discard the Jack and the extra 7 here. We don't need the 10 if we're going to make a glass 5. Sun. Alright, glass 5. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Smash. Nice. Round 11, we've got 25 cards in the deck. 25 cards means I get to draw them all. Well, I have the Troubadour here. Maybe what we want is an extra discard instead of the Troubadour. Maybe what we want is not Sixth Sense. I have 3 6s left. This round we only get to play one hand type, so I'm not going to be able to use the Sixth Sense anyway. Do we want an Eternal Drunkard? Do we want to commit to that eternally? Yes. I used the Justice card, so I'll go Celestial Pack for Saturn. And if there's a Fool, I can use the Fool to copy this Death card. Since I have the Death card, I have an incentive to re-roll for maybe a Devil card. That way I can make a gold card and copy it. No on the Hallucination. Though, you know, maybe Hallucination is better than the Spaceman. Hallucination we can copy with the Brainstorm and get more tarot cards. Maybe now that I have the blue seal, I don't need the Spaceman. The Spaceman hasn't really triggered in the last, 3 rounds or whatever, despite being copied with the Brainstorm. I think I have access to enough money. I'm going to re-roll for tarot cards rather than rely on the Hallucination for tarot cards. Temperance for $9. That's okay, I guess. No on the Gratification. Could take Andrew for extra discards. Extra discards. Then we will for sure draw whatever it is that we're looking for. I'm gonna give the Spaceman just maybe one more chance. Could use a Priestess to get a Saturn card instead of the Sun. I don't think I want to spend $8 on a reroll. We could go one more. 6s is good with the Spaceman. 6s is good with the lucky cards, of which I only have 3 now. 6s instead of Troubadour? Tempting. He's tempted. Let's go Arcana Pack first. Troubadour's perishable anyway. Okay. Here's where I want to start. This 9 here, is there any way for me to enhance it? I could make a bonus card with the Hierophant. Not super important. So let's go Death first on the 9. Yeah, Death first, then Priestess for Saturn. Nope. I'm not going to take a Neptune card. I think we're too deep in straights. The straight flushes won't be able to catch up now that we have the blue seals. I want to use the Hung Man here. I want to use So I want to get rid of the 5. I probably don't want to get rid of a 6. I probably don't care about this strength card. What's in the deck? Since I have these 2 9s, 2 blue seal 9s, I have extra 9s. I'm going to use the Hungman on the 5 and 1 6. And then skip the rest. Okay, and so now we've got 2 jacks and 2 6s. For my straight, I need either a jack or a 6, but I don't need both. So I've got, you know, basically it's the same as having 4 6s and 0 jacks. We have a split between 2 jacks and 2 6s. This is fine. All of this is fine. I'm not going to take the 6s here because I think I like having the extra hand size for the blue seals. We're going to get more blue seal value rather than getting the spaceman value. You could, at this point, get rid of the trading card, but I think that wouldn't be as much fun, so let's go next. If I didn't already take the drunkard. We can snap off a 2 here. I do need to find an 8. But I have 12 cards in the deck, so I'm pretty sure we can get there. Is my straight high enough ranking? If I discard these 3, can we get the 8? What we could do, I have 2 discards. If I discard 5 cards, I get to see all but 2 cards. So we said if we have the jack, I don't need the 6s. I'm actually going to discard a 7 also, because I have 3 7s in the deck. Now I would like to find another 10 if possible. Or do I just play this one straight already? Does this straight? It doesn't automatically win. So we need either an upgrade or the lucky cards. If it doesn't win, we have another jack and we can play a second straight. Okay. So only 2 cards left in the deck. We discard 2 and 8 here. Jack 10, 9, 8, 7. Ship it. Alright, now we got 2 more Saturn cards. We won't ever encounter that situation again. We shouldn't need 2 straights ever. Let's go next. Okay, Hone, I guess. We can open a standard pack for, I don't know. Blue Seal Queen, we probably don't need. We could take a Glass 6. Glass 6 helps us, we can one-shot with a straight. Orbital tag for pairs. We have a negative tag here. We do have a double tag. We could skip for a double negative. We can go reroll before we open the Arcana pack. Do we still want the Troubadour? Yeah. Do I want the Giga Chad? Maybe. I kind of want the Giga Chad. I'd be willing to give up my Troubadour. Giga Chad, you can retrigger the lucky cards for more money. Don't want to give up the Spaceman. Maybe the responsible thing to do is get rid of the Spaceman. Bummer. Mime. We can retrigger gold cards. We can retrigger blue seals. Instead of the Giga Chad? Okay. Okay, well, fine. Sure. Arcana pack? Okay, we can hang him again. We can make another glass card. Here's what I'm thinking. I don't need this many 7s or 8s. So -1/7, -1/8. And then go next. I would like to get a steel card now that I have the mime. Snap off the 2. Now that I have the mime, I only need the 1 blue seal. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. This straight doesn't automatically win, so maybe we play 2 straights. Cool. Now I know I don't need the glass card, and I don't need 2 blue seals. So let's discard the glass card, let's discard the 7. We have 2 discards, only 5 cards in the deck. So we actually don't need any 6s if we're going to play the gold jack for the money. We could keep the jack for the $6, or we can discard it for a random tarot card. I think because we have enough money, I'd rather have the random tarot card. I'd like to find a chariot as soon as possible. So discard here, discard $6. Jack 10, 9, 8, 7. So what you're telling me is I can get rid of a 9 and I can get rid of a 10. That's what you're telling me. 9 and 10, hang them. And ship it. Yum. We only have 18 cards in the deck. At what point do we stop using the trading card? If I'm being completely honest, probably now. Probably now we don't use the trading card anymore. So glass 5. Okay. Do I want superposition for plus 15 molt to my straights? Probably not. 8 ball? Probably not. 2 rentals? Not these rentals. Could take 2 negatives here. Boss says my first hand's gonna be face down. First hand is most of my deck. That's awkward, I gotta admit. Magician and Empress help though. How can we resolve this? I think I need to sell the Troubadour before the boss. I think I'm going to... Let's play this one out. Okay. I think here we play both glass cards. Like we play the 5, the 6, the 7, 8, 9 here. Let's make some mold cards. So what do I have in the deck? I got 3 10s. I've got an extra 9, but one of them's a blue seal. 9. How about 7 and 6? Let's make into lucky cards. How about... I discard all these looking for my gold cards. I could use an Empress, but I'm gonna look for my gold cards. There's a gold seal jack. I could play the jack for money. Let's do that. Alright, that's all my gold cards. So let's play the glass here, copying the mime. Nice. Okay. use the Saturn cards. Celestial Pack gives me another Saturn because we have the telescope. So 5 times 5 here, this is 25,000, which means 1 glass card wins. All I gotta do is find 1 glass card. We could open a standard pack here. What can we add? How about this special 8? That's a pretty special 8. I kind of like that. That gives me more cards I can remove. I can remove another 8 now if I want. To help with this boss, I would like to find some tarot cards. You know what? If we use the photograph, we actually don't need the glass cards. We could just play the Jack. So let's sell the Troubadour because I don't want to draw 10 cards and have 10 cards be face down. I'd rather have just 8 cards face down. We don't need the Bull for chips. We could re-roll 1 more time. Okay, what I was hoping for a tarot card, and then you can use the tarot cards to enhance and then flip cards over. But let's go next. So this is probably, if you're trying to remove cards from your deck, if you have only 20 cards in your deck, this is probably the one boss that's the worst. Okay, so this is what I want to do. Rather than discard, what I want to do is I want to play these 5. Maybe play these like this. So what I want to avoid, if I use up both of my jacks, I lose. If I use up 3 of any one card, I lose. And so if I play these, I'm probably not going to have 3 of a kind in here. And then so we should be able to have access to a straight. I want to have the jack for the photograph, and then that'll give us enough points. I'm going to play these so that I can have information about what's in my deck. Okay, so now we know 9, 8, 7, 6 if we want. Now we're just looking for a 10. I have 2 10s in the deck. It could be this one. If I sort by suit. Okay, so this is diamonds. It has to be a 10 of, has to be a jack of diamonds. So this is the jack of diamonds. Okay. If I have the jack, I don't need the glass card. I don't need the 6. So jack, 10, 9. So like to confirm here, this card here is diamonds. Okay. I can discard for a tarot card. What's left in my deck? If I play this straight here, I have 3 cards in my deck. I threw away some cards. I should have paid more attention to what I threw away because now I don't know if I have another 7 in the deck. But this should be fine. You know, we can copy the photograph with the brainstorm, so this is fine here. We can discard the gold card, trading $6 for a tarot card. We get a magician. Nice. Okay, so my jack here, let's make it into a lucky card, and then also, I don't know, the 10. So jack, 10, 9. I guess that's a benefit of having less cards in your deck, is with the face down cards, it's easier to sleuth out what they are. Rather than play this 8, I guess I'm going to play the lucky 8 for the money. And then we can copy the mime at the end of the round for the 2 planet cards. Nice. Okay, Celestial Pack gives me Saturn. And standard pack. Oh, I should have bought the liquidation first for the discount. We could get Albert. Do I have enough lucky cards for Bartolomeo? I would have to give up something. I would have to give up the mime or the photograph. I could give up the photograph. Keep the mime for steel cards. I guess it depends on what's in here. Do I want a lucky 10? If I get a lucky 10, I can remove a normie 10. Sure, why not? Do you want Bartolomeo? Yeah, sure, why not? So instead of the photograph, let's go next. So Jack 10 987. So what I want to do, I want to play the glass card, which means right here what I want to do, play this Jack, dig for another 9. So let's start there. We have another 9. Okay, so I have a winning straight. I can snap off the normie 10. And if I find another 10, you know, if I discard this blue seal, I can find another 10. I can probably discard this 8 and then look for another 8. Discard the Jack. Empress? Nope. Okay, can I find a lucky 8? I can. There's 7 cards in the deck. Play this lucky 10. Do I throw away this 8? Nah. Okay. Play the 6. 10. Wait, discard the 6. Okay. 10. 9, 8, 7, 6. Copying Bartolomeo. And then switching to the mime. Never lucky. $20 cards in the deck. Too late for Michelle. We're committed to this mime. Take another Saturn card here. Now level 24. Standard pack. Purple Seal 5. Yeah, sure, why not? It's a purple seal. We can add cards, and then we can use the purple seal to get a hung man so we can remove cards. I can use strength to turn the 5 into a 6. That could be useful. I could turn the 6s into 7s and then just go 7s through jacks and not worry about 6s anymore. Too late for the rocket. Let's go next. Economy tag for my double tag? Nah. We got blue seals. Once you have blue seals, you just never skip again. So this is a hand. Let's, maybe this 6 turns into a 7, or the 5 turns into a 6. Either way, we discard purple seal jack and an 8 here. What are we looking for? We're looking for a 6 or a 5 or a 7 or both, or some lucky cards. Priestess. Nope. So jack 10 9 8 7. That might work even without glass. Do we use the strength card on the 6 right now to make the 7? Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ship it. Okay, now that we got Bartolomeo, we actually just have 200,000 points per hand. Nice. Judgment, I don't have room. Emperor? Okay. Temperance is $6. I want the Celestial Pack for the Saturn. We can skip the rest. We could take the Devil here for a... I want to turn my blue seals into gold. Because I only have 21 cards in the deck, when I open this Arcana pack, there's a good chance that the blue seal shows up. Golden ticket? Nah. I don't want to give up my Joker slots. Get another hung man here. So, we said we make a gold 9. I'm not attached to this Empress. I could use it here on the 7. I'm just going to sell it. I picked up an extra 8. So, the vanilla 7 and 8 I can remove. So like this 7 I can remove. Maybe I can remove 2 7s. Maybe I can remove 2 9s. Maybe I don't need this 9. Hang them. How many 7s do I have? Maybe we should have got rid of an extra 7 instead of an extra 9. Oh well, let's go next. Okay, so Jack 10, 9, 8, 7. Well, that's not very exciting. Oh well, ship it. Still only 1.5 on Albert. Bummer. Spaceman came back. Too late for the Spaceman. The boss here says play 5 cards. Alright. We could take a voucher tag. We got the double tag, we could skip for a voucher. In long runs and endless runs, you know I love that. Fool for Saturn. Maybe not in an anti-8 run. Maybe we don't skip. Alright, Temperance for $6. Sure. What else? Can I get just one Chariot? Just one? Nope, go next. Alright. We can snap off the Normie 8. Cool. We can discard the Purple Seal. We have more 10s in the deck. The other 10 is gold. Okay, so let's play this 10 and then throw away a 7. I'm gonna play the... Yeah. Okay. This 8 I don't need. How about this 8 we get rid of, this 7 we get rid of, this 5 we get rid of, we play the 6. Temperance again, okay, sure. Play the 6. Should I play the 5 for money? I have 5 cards left in deck. I already have a winning hand. The hand gets better if I draw a 9. With 5 cards, we get to see all of them. That's okay. Smash. 6. Discard. Moon. Bummer. Alright, now smash. And then draw a 9. We have 2 9s in the deck, so we're guaranteed to draw at least one. Smash. Bummer. Straight. Doesn't automatically win, but because we've got Bartolomeo, it does win. ×2. Lucky Cat is not great. I think most of the time it just you know, maybe you get times 1.7 and then it's good enough to get the job done. But if I can play 5 lucky cards straight every time, it'll get there. It'll be less bad. We can add a gold 9 to the deck. So my hand size is only 8, right? So we only get to hold on to the 3 gold cards. So I guess we don't add the 9. Before we open the Arcana pack, we can re-roll here. Spin the wheel. Ah, bummer. Judgment? Nope. Supernova, plus 21. On top of, we've got 97 from our level 32 straights. Michelle as a foil? Do we still need this mime? I mean, we don't need the mime. Is the mime doing anything for us? It's giving us money. Alright, go one more. Go Arcana pack. Okay. I could make more glass, and then maybe we can smash the 7, or maybe we don't need to smash, maybe we just use the trading card. We can go Magician, we could go Emperor. We can go use the Death card to copy the Jack. Maybe having an extra Jack would not be the worst thing. How many 7s do I have? As long as I have 2 7s, we're fine. So let's do that. And go next. Jack 10, 9, 8, 7. That's lucky. Do we need this 7? Ten cards in the deck. Yeah, let's do this. So Jack, 9, 7. Play these. Okay, so now I have another Jack high here. This glass 6. Now that I have the extra Jack, I don't need the glass 6, so we can snap it off. Oh, okay, we could discard purple. Fool for death. You know, maybe. What would I use it on? I already have these lucky cards. I have this Jack, or this 8 here, which ended up not becoming a lucky card. That's kind of a bummer to me. I guess I can get rid of that one. So let's play this. Let's play this 8. Yeah. So what? You want another Jack? You want another 7? Let's make another Jack. Because then I can play it for money. Jack 10, 9, 8, 7 here. We can play another 10. Wait, we can't play another 10. Haha. Fine, be that way. 2.5 on Bartolomeo. Celestial pack for another Saturn card. Standard for, could take a Polychrome 9. I mean, that's fun. Normally I don't like to take the Polychrome cards. If I'm playing pairs, I guess. If you're playing straights, it is more worth it, I will say. We can probably draw that Polychrome card, I betcha. I don't think I want the Planet Merchant. I would take the Tarot Merchant, though. We could take the Four Fienders. Four Fienders instead of the Mime. Four Fienders also rental. We don't need the 4 Phoenix. One thing that it does allow you to do, you can play a 4-card straight, and if you can play a 4-card straight, you can hold an extra gold card in your hand, or an extra steel card, and then get extra points that way. Use the devil on probably the gold seal, or sorry, the blue seal. Cool. So this boss prevents me from doing the fun stuff. So I guess discard the 5 here, discard the 6. Get the hung man. Alright. So what do I want to use it on? I have 2 7s, 2 8s. I have an extra 9 now. So maybe like this 9 we can hang him. How are we doing on 10s? I have 3 10s. I'd be willing to give up a 10. A 9 and a 10. So like these two, we can hang him. And then discard the 5, looking for an 8. What about this 7? I have another 7 in the deck. Lovers, nope. Okay, so 10, 9, 8 here. I need to draw my other 7. That's easy-ish. Jack, 10, 9, 8, 7. Ship it. No lucky activations. Wait, there was on the last one. Nice. We haven't hit a chariot yet. That's cool. Negative gratification, I guess. Devil, I can make another gold card. Observatory. What's the boss? Boss says random joker disabled. Ah, bummer. Do I want a glass jack? Do I want a steel 6? I was just talking about this. Do I want the bean? I do want the bean. Am I willing to give up my trading card? Nah. Luchador? Nah, I go next. Okay. You know what we could do? Could make a gold 9. Look at that. Whoa. So play the jack for the money. Play another jack. Two 7s in the deck. Let's not remove a 7. I have extra jacks. I need to remove the 5s. Are we done with the gold 5? Fine. Be that way. So this is my last jack. I'm going to discard purple here. So we've got jack, 10, 9. I'm looking for an 8. So discard like this, looking for an 8. 6 cards left in the deck. Use the hermit. Okay, so we can play the 10. Jack, 10, 9, 8, 7. Nice. Level 40 straights. Saturn. Standard pack. That's a nice 9. But I already have a Polychrome 9, so I'm just gonna skip. I guess I could get a strength card. Let's find Death. Polychrome Gym Boy? Nah. Where's Death? Could take a Baron. Is it too late for the Baron? Maybe. Maybe. Let's keep cooking. Photograph or Mime? Mime gives me money. Hungman. Okay, fine. Priestess? No. $14 rerolls? Dang, where'd all the money go? Bummer. So, play a Jack. I'm looking for a 7, of which I have 2. Snap off a 6. We have a 7. Nice. So that's it. If we want. Purple Seal, Judgment, Tower. Don't need either of those. Lucky 10. Lucky Jack. And then we draw another 9. Another gold card. Cool. Bartolomeo's times 4 now. I mean, that's incredible. Anything more than times 2 is great. And if it's times 4, that's the same as 2 times 2s. Celestial Pack for Saturn, because we have the telescope. Alright, give me a... I would take a blueprint. I don't take Eternal Showman. Emperor for Justice. Nope, but we can spin the wheel for a foil. Ah, bummer. Rental Hallucination. There was a Rental Hallucination. Rental Hallucination is great because you can buy it for $1, you can use it, and then you can sell it for $1. Banner. Nope. I do technically... I only have 89% of the gold stickers. I do need some more gold stickers. I wasn't paying attention to what was in the shop. Could take the juggler here for the extra hand size. Let's go next. 1 Jimbo disabled. Oh no, my trading card. I can't delete. I don't actually... Oh, I do have the steel card. So, discard the purple. I don't need these gold cards anymore. Chariot. Nice. Do we... I kind of want to play the hand so that we can grow Albert here, but I don't want the wrong stuff to get disabled, obviously. I only have 5 cards left in the deck. I have another 8 if I discard, and if I discard the Jack, I have another Jack. So we draw the Jack, we draw the 6 and the 7. This 7 I turn into steel. This 5 we can discard. Jack 10, 9, 8, 7. And actually copying Bartolomeo is better than copying the Mime here. Ship it. Put the Polychrome card at the end here so people don't get mad. Ship it. $31 million points. put the seed in the video description if you want to play this one yourself. Alright, what did we learn? Did we learn anything? I don't know. I guess the point is, trading card's really good. It's really good. There's not a lot of jokers that are worth taking as a round one rental. I think trading card is one of them that's worth taking a round one rental. I think mime is probably not worth taking round one rental, but I would take a mime in like the end of ante 2 rental or like early ante 3 rental. I would take a mime just so that I can re-trigger the gold cards. I think that's worth it for the mime, but to re-trigger gold cards and blue seals, then that's, you know, goes even over the top for the mime. I think the cat is pretty bad, but I think the cat is pretty fun. And I think lucky cards in general are pretty fun, you know, trying to get the money. I think Eternal Drunkard is something that you don't normally commit to, but maybe is something worth it if you're trying to do the trading card, removing cards from your deck. Trading card is definitely better on the abandoned deck when you have less cards. So what I said at the beginning was, when you have less cards in your deck, then each additional deck building step that you do has more impact compared to if you had more cards in your deck. And so trading card is better when you already have few cards. And you know, because you have to use one of your discards for the trading card, and if you've used up one of your discards for the trading card, you don't have your discards left over for other stuff, you know, discarding to find the hand that you're looking for, unless your deck is already low enough in cards to where you can consistently find what you're looking for. So like this run, for example, we were able to find straights very consistently, even though we were giving up one of our discards. Even in the beginning, even before we had removed that many cards from our deck, we were able to find straights pretty consistently. And so that's one thing that I do like about the abandoned deck, is it makes it much easier to play these higher ranking hands. Checker deck if you like playing flushes and flush houses. The abandoned deck if you like playing straights. Straight flushes 4 of a kind. Full houses are in a bad spot. I like 3 of a kind better than full house. Flush houses, I really like flush houses on the abandoned deck. You could use just one suit changer to turn a full house into a flush house and get it unlocked that way. Of course, we got the brainstorm. We got the brainstorm pretty early. We got the brainstorm pretty lucky. Some of these other things, you are able to find better stuff if you have more resources, if you have more money. The one way to get more resources and get more money is lucky cards and gold cards. And if you have fewer cards in your deck, you're going to draw your lucky cards more often. You're going to draw your gold cards more often, and then your gold seal. And so you may only have the one blue seal in your deck. You may only have the one gold seal in your deck. But if you get down to few enough cards, you draw it almost all of the time. And so rather than thinking of it in terms of, when I draw a card, what is the chance that that card is the one that I want out of 40 different cards in the deck? That's not really how it works. The way that it works is I get to see 30 cards per round. And so what is the chance that my blue seal is in the bottom 10 cards? And then, you know, once you start removing cards from the deck, what is the chance that the blue seal is in the bottom 5? What is the chance that the blue seal is in the bottom 2 cards? Until it's guaranteed it's 100% every time. Not only 100% that you draw your blue seal, 100% that you draw everything that you're looking for at the exact time that you're looking for it. Gold seal, I want to play it. I want to save my discards for the purple seals. And then save the blue seals for the final hand, or whatever it is. And then also, if you have less cards in your deck, then it's easier to pick up random cards from standard packs. And because we got the trading card so early, we were able to add more cards from standard packs. In a normal run, I don't like to add more than 3 or 4 cards from standard packs, and I'm really picky about what I take. In this particular run, we had the freedom to be a little bit more liberal because we had less cards in our deck. We had more room for stuff. All right, that's going to be it for this one. Take care, everyone.